Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of Beyond the Boundary episode 4, entitled Bitter Orange. Okay, so this episode of Beyond the Boundary really got intense, alright? I'm gonna be perfectly fucking honest with you here. It really got intense. Alright, Akihito and Mirai flee from Sakura's onslaught down the illusionary labyrinth created by the Hollow Shadow. Arriving at a twisted replication of the train yard, Mirai becomes ensnared by the shadow as it mimics Yu's likeness. However, Akihito snaps Mirai back to reality before the shadow kills her. Revealing its main body, the shadow attacks Mirai, who retaliates by injecting its body with a massive amount of corrosive blood, which just destroys it. Finding themselves back on the mountaintop, Mirai questions her self-image to Akihito. As Akihito sincerely replies, the weakened shadow suddenly possesses his body, causing him to plead with a horrified Mirai to inject him with her blood. This forces the shadow out of Akihito, and Mirai finally just destroys it. Afterwards, Hirumi, Ayaka, and Shizuku shows up and bar Mirai from going to Akihito's aid, instead locking him in a magical cage, with Ayaka explaining of Akihito's Yumu half's awakening due to his human half's weakened state. Mirai then horrifically watches Akihito as Akihito undergoes a sudden transformation and goes berserk. Desperately trying to keep Akihito contained, the trio are soon overwhelmed by his immense destructive power, with his orange fireballs completely devastating the landscape. Seeing herself in Akihito, Mirai breaks into tears and locks him in a bear hug until his rampaging Yumu half calms down. In the aftermath, as Akihito reawakens and despises the devastation he caused, Mirai breaks into tears following his apology. Meanwhile, after observing his struggle, Miroku decides to report back to the society. Sometime later, Mirai and Akihito go out to dinner, with the latter posing the same question she did to him, and Mirai replies with a normal response, just as he did for her. In the epilogue, Izumi presents the Hollow Shadow's crystal to an unknown man and remarks that it should stall the society for the time being. That sums up what happened in this episode. So, oh boy, first off I have to say, I know this is kind of standard shit because this is Kyoto Animation here, but the animation in this episode was the best out of the series so far. It was fucking stunning. Perfect. Okay? Perfect animation in this episode. Period. Now, this was not a perfect episode. I so wanted this to be a perfect episode, but it wasn't. I did have some problems with this episode, such as that one scene with Ayaname, I think it is, when she's talking to her daughter, and then her daughter turns into a cat. I don't know why that scene was there. I thought it was really pointless. I thought that they could have used that time to talk about something else, or to do something else. Alright. And also the end scene, not the one after the credits, but the one right before the credits, where Akihito and Mirai are at the restaurant, I felt was kind of odd, because even by anime standards, that's kind of weird that he both of them just got through with all that shit, and they don't even seem to be fazed by it at all anymore. Because right when it's finished, Akihito does apologize, and Mirai does start crying. But right at the end scene there, when they're eating at that restaurant and whatnot, none of them seem to be fazed by it at all. And even for anime standards, that does seem kind of odd, and I didn't like that at all. Alright. In addition to that, I don't think it's explaining well the whole Yumu thing, because it's like, okay, why is the Yumu able to take control of him if his body weakens, and why was Mirai so against stabbing him when she knows he can't die? Furthermore, why were they against him going into the Hollow Shadow to begin with if he can't die? I mean, I'm surprised that they're making a series where the main character can't die interesting, because it is really interesting, but why are they afraid for him like this when he can't fucking die? He can't die anyways. It's impossible, so, at least so far, so why the fuck are they so worried about him, you know what I mean? That's really my biggest problem here, and those couple other scenes I didn't really like that I mentioned before. But other than that, nothing really stood out. And as for the music, I love the violin that they played when Akihito was... I forget the exact scene. It was around the time that Akihito was losing control, and also there was what was her name? One who's trying to kill Mirai. Sakura. Sakura seems to be wanting to get revenge for her older sister Yui's death at the hands of Mirai, but I don't really get that, because didn't it explain before that it was the Hollow Shadow that released Mirai's powers, and that's why Mirai died? Or maybe it was the she couldn't control herself, or maybe it was the Hollow Shadow in general that killed Mirai, or a combination of both. Either way, it seems kind of unfair to blame Mirai for that, since it doesn't, from what they've explained so far, it obviously wasn't her fault. She didn't intentionally kill Yui, so I don't know. I didn't really care much for that either, but other than that, I did think it was a great episode. I really enjoyed it, so yeah. Anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.